everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video about my entire Nikki Britt collection because I have quite a few dolls from her and I wanted to show you guys what I have and the comparison in the different sizes and the different sculpts that are out there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the tinies and then work my way up. So I'm going to go left to right. Here we have Percy, and he is one of the little mouselings. They also came with fairy ears and human ears, so you can change his ears from fairy to human to mouse, and he has a tail as well, but I don't keep the tail on him because that's one of those small parts that's easy to lose, and I think he's just so cute. He's the cutest little fellow. Alright, the next tiny I have is Ellabella, and I really thought that when I got her that she was going to be an Elemento, the boy, but after a lot of changing her around and doing stuff, she ended up being a girl. So there she is. Then Olivia here. Olivia is my favorite of my tinies, and she just got a new face up, and I think she looks so pretty with her new face up. But she was the first doll that I was able to order from Nikki directly. So I discovered Nikki's dolls, and I discovered them right after she had had the order for the little Elementos and Ellabellas, and Olivia was the next doll up, and I was able to put in an order for artist edition Olivia. So I have her, and I have her little rabbit too. I should have brought that out to show you guys, but I didn't bring it. So she's my absolute favorite of my tinies. Now, Nikki, before she did the tinies on these bodies, she had these tinies on these bodies. So this is Phoenix the Fawn and Truffle, and you can see they both have the same body, and I'm going to show you a comparison between Phoenix, and let's see, I'll grab Ellabella here, and these guys are a little bit bigger. They're a little chunkier than the current tinies, or the current tiny bodies that Nikki has. The current tiny bodies have a little bit better jointing than the old bodies, but the old bodies are still super cute. And I love how expressive the hands are on these tinies bodies. So they're super cute. So that's them. Okay. Now I'm going to move along to the OSD size kids. So from the very left, this is Adeline, and this is the very first USD kid I got. I picked her up from Nikki at IDTS one year, and she was a sample doll. She's one of the dolls that Nikki got as a sample before the Adeline pre-order, so she had Face Up by Nikki, and she's a different resin color than the other Adelines. I think there's another Adeline in that resin color that somebody else bought at IDTS that year. And if I remember, and I'm pretty sure she called this resin color opaque when I bought her, but I could be remembering that wrong because my memory is not the best, but I'm pretty sure it's opaque. If you look next to her, this is my little boy, Adeline, who I've named Archer. You can see the difference in the resin colors. This is a more pinky, Archer has a more pinky tone, where Adeline has a more yellowish undertone to her. So then we have Mini Pepper Annie here, and I got the artist edition Mini Pepper Annie, and she is just super sweet. So they're all in the same body, and they can wear the same size clothes as Little Fee, so they're kind of fun to shop for and get clothing for. Next I have Peter Pan, and I got him at MDCC in 2017, and then you'll see directly to his side is Wendy, and so Wendy was the centerpiece doll, the artist edition centerpiece doll. And a funny story about her, I didn't intend to buy her. What happened was at MDCC you can put your name in the raffle to get a centerpiece doll, and you just have to be chosen. I wanted to get a centerpiece doll because I was trying to get one to offer to the members of the group for the same price as Modern Doll, to kind of bring some of the Modern Doll magic to the group members on the fan site on Facebook. So I put my name in, and my friend put her name in, and we both got drawn. So since we both got drawn, I ended up just keeping one of them. So I'm really glad that happened though, because I really love this Wendy doll. She's so sweet. And you can see the resin colors are different on Wendy and Peter. And I know Nikki's never done another pre-order for that sculpt before. I don't know if she'll ever do one or if Modern Doll was it. So I'm really, really glad I did wind up with the artist version of the Wendy or the Liam sculpt there. All right, next, also in the USD size, but differently sized than these kids, are my mini Phoebe and mini Wendy. And you can see they are shrunk down versions of the big kids that you can sort of see behind them here. They're a little bit chunkier, they're a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna stand, let's see, I'm gonna grab Adeline from the end and stand her up next to Phoebe so you can see the size difference. So there is a significant size difference between them. But I really love these dolls because they're a little more solid, they're a little heavier, they stand a lot better on their own. You can see they're standing. Adeline is, they don't stand as easily, these smaller ones. And that's just because they're small, I think. But I really, really love this size. And I'm hoping that Nikki will also do the Pepper Annie in this size, in this style of doll. I think that would be super cool. So, and they can wear some USD clothing. This purple dress that Phoebe's wearing is made by Eva. Her business name is Luby's Wardrobe, and she makes gorgeous clothes. And then Wendy is wearing a pair of pants that are mystery sized from Goo Goo Moda, and her shirt's a Barbie shirt. So I just play around with different clothes to put on Wendy. Luckily, I've got 2 outfits coming from Luby's Wardrobe for both of these girls, so I'm excited about that. All right, so now let's talk about the big kids. So the very first big kid I got from Nikki was over here, and this is Miss Tootie the Forest Queen. I got her at IDTS the same year that I got little Adeline, and she's my first big girl that I got directly from Nikki. So, and you can see her face up's a little scratched because when I first got the dolls, I played with them a lot, not thinking about how fragile the face ups were. So I'm a lot more careful now than I used to be. But luckily hers is not too bad, so it's not terrible. All right, and then next in the same sculpt, but in the fair color, is Pepper Annie. And this is a Pepper Annie that was originally from the pre-order. So she's a pre-order full set. I have her full outfit, wig, her Solomon mouse, all of that, but I've changed her up and given her a different look, and she's just gotten a fresh face up also from Nikki, so she looks super sweet. And I've been really careful with her because I don't want to mess her face up either. It's a lot of ups in one sentence. But they're the same sculpt, just different colors. So this is Pepper Annie, but called Tutti Frutti in the chocolate color. And then here she is in the fair color, which is the Pepper Annie. There were also a couple of tan dolls, I think that were samples that Nikki did. And next over, I have my tan Phoebe. And so tan Phoebe is also a sample doll. There was not a big doll produced in the tan color. She just got samples. So you'll see a few of these sample dolls around that are in tan or chocolate. There's a couple of chocolate Phoebes around too, and I think some marshmallow colored ones like Wendy Weird is. And this girl I got directly from Nikki, and I just think she's so sweet. If I had to pick a favorite of all my big kids, she's probably my favorite. It's hard to pick. So my favorite tiny is Olivia. My favorite USD size is going to be this Wendy, and that's because of the way that I got her. And I've got another video about her. If you want to see that, I'll link it below, and you'll see why she's my favorite. And then Phoebe, I think, is my favorite big girl just because she's so sweet, and she's a Ravenclaw, and I think she is precious, and I love Phoebe's face. I think she's my favorite. I say I think she's my favorite because there's another one that might be my favorite. I think I have 2 favorites. All right, so next over, I've got Wendy Weird sculpt as Harry Potter, and I love this doll too. I mean, I love them all. I keep saying that. I do love them all. This is in the fair resin, and there's a difference between this Wendy on the end, that's Wendy Weird, and she's in the marshmallow or like white resin, and then this is the fair resin. And then in between them, I have Phoebe Phantom, and I got Phoebe Phantom and Wendy Weird from the same lady, so they originally came together. She bought them from Nikki. And I got Wendy first, and then about a year later, she decided to sell Phoebe, and I got Phoebe too. So I got the set, and they were the original pair that came together, so I was really excited to get them both. Unfortunately, I damaged Wendy's face up, so you can see her face up is not the original face up. I sent her to the lovely Shell who redid her face for me. And I've also swapped their outfits. I think Wendy looks so cute in the purple, and Phoebe looks so cute in the black, so they've got a little bit of outfit swap going on. But one thing you'll notice about Wendy Weird and Phoebe Phantom is they have these starfish hands. So their hands are different from all the other big kids' hands. You can see they're spread out like a starfish. So those two dolls have these starfish hands, while all the other big kids have these sort of hands with bent fingers. So I think that's interesting to note about those dolls. And Phoebe is a glow-in-the-dark resin, so she glows purple when she is been subjected to some light, and then you put her in the dark. So this is my entire collection, and there is a pre-order coming up on the 28th of this month for Pinch of Pepper, which is even smaller than these tinies. I don't have any of her, I don't know what they would be classified as, maybe micros, but she's got some really small dolls, Huckleberry Fairy, that I've never seen in person. I know a few of our members in our fan group have those, and I don't know if Pinch of Pepper is that same size or if she's a little bit smaller. But her pre-order's coming up on the 28th. And I also worked out a deal with another member to get one of the LOL, the Lots of Love Elemento Elabellas, and so that will be coming to me soon, so I'm going to be adding that to my collection as well. So the Nikki Britt collection keeps growing, and she is one of my two favorite artists, and I think she's always going to be one of my favorites. You can see I just love the faces of these kids. They're so unique and they're so expressive, and I just think they have the sweetest characters, and I really, really, really love them. So if you have any questions, leave them for me in a comment below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.